What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So we're going to do a stimulus package, stimulus check update, and we're going to talk a little bit about Mitch McConnell. Now, I know he's not the majority leader anymore, but he is still a leader when it comes to the Republicans in the Senate. And so I want to talk a little bit about this. And as far as where we are right now when it comes to the next stimulus package, they've been quiet for the last couple of days. And the anticipation is that we will see a vote on Friday or maybe even Saturday. The fact that they're considering doing it on Saturday means that it's probably going to happen on Saturday because the Congress likes to wait until the last minute, basically. So if they say Saturday we might have a vote, they're probably going to have that vote on Saturday. Now, the reason I want to focus on Mitch McConnell is because he says some things here, and this is another politician that's just showing you how out of touch they are. And this is important. And I've been saying this when it comes to this daily videos, when it comes to the stimulus checks and the stimulus package. The reason that I do daily videos is because there's a storyline that's being told here. And I think it's very important that we follow this storyline so in the future we can avoid these types of things from happening by voting the right people into office. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please hit the like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. Okay, so we're going to take a look and a listen to Mitch McConnell. And I'm going to talk. I'll probably be talking as he's talking. I'll pause it and then talk a little bit and then play the rest. It's a very short clip. It's probably about a minute long. Here we go.
On the COVID relief bill, the polling on it all shows that somewhere between 60 and 70% of Americans do approve of what the Biden administration is putting forward. Do you worry at all that, as you said, your unity in opposing it puts Republicans on the opposite side of the American people on this bill?
Well, I'm sure everybody would love to get a check.
So this is going to be the talking point. I'm sure everybody wants to get a check, and he kind of says it in a very crude way. Like, sure, everybody's going to want to get a check. It's not a big deal. So that's why I don't know if you could hear the reporter, but the reporter was asking, like 60 to 70% of people are in favor of this next stimulus package. And so he just goes straight to the check. Sure, everybody wants to get a check, so that's why they're in favor of it. You're going to continue to see this coming from Republicans. Sure, everybody wants to get a check. That's why they're in favor of this package. Like, this package is just about stimulus checks. There's a lot of money going to a variety of different things. Matter of fact, the vast majority of money is going to a lot of other things, not the stimulus check.
But they haven't yet learned about what else is in it. And part of our job as the substantial minority, remember we're in a 50-50 Senate here, is to make.
And I just want to say one more thing, and you just heard him say, they don't know what's in it. Like, the people don't know exactly what's in it. And it's our job to educate them on what's in this package. So just pretty much talking down on people, like, they're not smart enough to know what's in this. They know their stimulus checks, so that's what they want. But they're not smart enough to know the other things that are in this bill. So we're going to explain everything, all the other things that are in this bill that shouldn't be in this bill.
Make sure the American people fully understand what's being proposed. Is it a good idea to stick all of these extraneous matters into it? We were open, at least 10 of us, went down to the White House, discussed with the president something more narrow and targeted to the conditions that we find today. Look at the size of this package. It's the size of the CARES Act. We passed that in March of 2020. This is not.
Okay, now another thing I want to mention, I'm sorry I keep interrupting, but I don't want to forget these points. This is the same thing that he was saying in May of last year. He was saying the same exact thing, almost to the word. If you go back May of last year and listen to when he wanted to pause, he didn't want to move forward with another stimulus package, he was saying the same exact thing that he's saying right now. And that should show you, right? And we saw the progression of COVID after that and how it increased and how we were in a real bad situation last month. And I mean, it's getting better now, but last month we were in the thick of it. We were at the highest numbers that we've ever seen.
Not 2020. There are hopeful signs that the economy is coming back. Vaccines are being distributed. The statistics are going in a better direction. We're in favor of targeting this relief to the conditions that we find today and looking forward, not backward.
So that was Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. And the main reason I wanted to show you this, I just want to show you what they're talking about. Now, at this point, they don't have much sway. So budget reconciliation looks like they're going with budget reconciliation, but you still need to know the other side of the story, because although Mitch McConnell is the minority leader right now, a couple years down the road, he could be the majority leader again. And so we need to know these things. We need to know how these politicians feel about the American people, and are they willing to help the American people? And you heard the last thing that he was talking about there as far as the numbers are starting to get better. Yes, they're starting to get better, but they were in a real bad place the last couple of months, a real bad place. And so the just saying, well, we did the CARES Act, and so we don't need to do, we can do more targeted stimulus package now, but the last couple of months were the worst months that we've ever had. And so things didn't get better after the CARES Act. So yes, you're going to need something equivalent to the CARES Act to help us through this. So that's the main thing I wanted to focus on in this video. I have had some people ask me about the $200 for Social Security, SSI, SSDI, veterans and railroad retirement, the $200 a month. Now, we don't have any information about that. And it's just, they have not talked about that anymore. We heard some talk of it early. We don't see it in this current bill. It's not in the current bill. So we're going to have to follow that and see where that goes. It's very unfortunate because, yes, you talk about something, and this is much like what politicians do. They'll talk about things, oh, hazard pay, this, that, and then it starts to get quiet. You don't hear anything about it, and then you look at the next bill and, oh, it's not in there. Now, this could be in the recovery package, the package that will be coming after this stimulus package. The only problem with the recovery package is if you do not get bipartisan support, it's not going to go anywhere, and they'll have to wait until October 1st of this year in order to pass it through budget reconciliation again. So we'll have to see, but it is unfortunate. I have had a lot of people ask me about that in the comments section, so I just wanted to address that. If you guys have any other questions, please post them down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.